Guys, and welcome to Back to School Night, World History and Geography 2 with Miss Hayden and Miss Keating. So, a little bit of background about us. So, Miss Hayden is the one who's been emailing you. Miss Hayden has been teaching for 16 years. The past 6 years have been at Chantilly High School. She enjoys tennis. She's Boston born and raised and loves everything New England. Mrs. Keating is 29 years teaching. I've 19 at Chantilly. PA girl, has many hobbies. One of the interesting things is Mrs. Hayden loves the Patriots. Mrs. Keating's a Steeler fan, but even though we don't get along with that, we are so excited to be teaming together this year. Another interesting thing is Miss Hayden and Miss Keating both like winter. Maybe it's the snow days. So, World History and Geography 2 will be 1500 to present with a focus on historical thinking skills. One of the big goals Ms. Hayden and I have for our students this year is that they are becoming very good at sourcing information, knowing where the information is coming from and why the information is produced. Those are two skills that historians use, but we do believe would actually help kids in this day of information. We will be having a rolling grade book by semester. Assignments will be posted on Schoology. So, talked a little bit about this, really examining those global connections, the interconnection of the world. We will be using an interactive notebook. We are asking you to pick up a 5-subject notebook, 11 inches by 8.5. One of the ways you can make sure is if you take a sheet of copy paper and you take it, you'll see that the paper fits the notebook. We really believe that students can be successful in our class. One of the things we'll be working on also is organization, and the interactive notebook will help with that. We really want students to ask for help. We need to know when students are struggling. So if students contact us, we can help them. And we just have students to behave in an appropriate manner. Cell phones will not be used in the classroom except when directed by the teacher. I can tell my goal is not to use the cell phones this year because students do have a county device provided for them. So they will need headphones that connect to the computer. We find the best are the ones that have the wire. Students will be using their computers in my classroom, so they either need to bring a charged computer, but I do understand 7th period, the computers sometimes don't keep a charge, so make sure they have their charger with them. And also put their name on their charger so when they leave their charger, because adults do the same thing, I'm able to get the charger back to them. So grading is weighted grades. 60% will be assessments, 40% assignments. Examples of assessments will be tests. They can be one-pagers. They can be PBAs, project-based assessments, things of that nature. Assignments will be things that we've done in class, things that are included in the notebook. I'm not going to go through retakes, late work, attendance. That's all on the syllabus. I did link this. This presentation is available in Schoology. One of the big things is to remember the digital consent form. One of the things that I do is I do record the lectures, and Ms. Hayden helps me with those, and we upload them to YouTube. But unfortunately, if the digital consent form isn't signed, the students have limited access to that information. So getting that digital consent form in would be very helpful to your students. As I said, digital consent, interactive notebook. One of the things you can do to really help us is to take those historical skills that we're using in the classroom and bringing them to the home. So, for example, as when your students tell you a story, please ask them to verify their source. Tell me where they got them. I'm not sure if you're aware, but if I Google, I don't know, Reformation on Google, they have these three dots that will give you where that information came from. So even just getting them in the habit of clicking that. So that is that. And I'm trying to think what else. So that is where you can really help me. Reviewing the syllabus would be also helpful. And Schoology. Oh, I just wanted to show you Schoology. So when you go into Schoology, just so you're aware, I'm going to just go into a class that I created last year. When you go into Schoology, you will find in the folder, what you will find is you will find this red folder. This red folder this year is going to be marked resources. Those resources, for example, will be where the students have their textbook link, syllabus, things that they need all year. We will have the units based on quarter. When you go, you'll see the current unit on top at that quarter. And then when you go into the quarter, I'll have the unit plan, I'll have the notebook check table of contents, but then every day in class, it will have, since I'm teaching this A day and B day, it would probably have December 1st and 2nd, and then the page numbers. Everything will have the what we are doing that day. Also, on the calendar, I will be updating with assignments that are due. With that, if you have any questions, please contact Miss Hayden and myself. You can see the syllabus in Schoology. You can contact Miss Hayden and myself anytime. One of the things, and have your students contact us. We can't help if we do not know what the issues are. And with that, looking forward to a great year.